I want to apologize before I start this video, because if you guys cannot hear my voice, I've got a really bad cold right now. I know in the last video, I kind of had one coming on. Now it's a full-on cold and I feel like shit. So if my voice pisses you off through this video, probably because I've got a nasty fucking cold and I can't really speak properly. So I just want to get that out of the way before I start this video. Anyway, last week the trailer for Star Wars Battlefront II, developed by EA, was released, and as an initial trailer, it has pleased everyone that was left with a bad taste in their mouth after the money-grabbing half game that was the reboot of the Battlefront franchise in 2015. It really seems that EA have taken all of the criticism they got from the first game, even going as far as putting a story mode in the game, which is fully canon in the current Star Wars universe. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing relevant information regarding Star Wars Battlefront 2 and why I think this could be the best Battlefront game to date. First of all, there is no season pass in this game. I repeat, there is no season pass in this game, meaning that EA cannot keep all of the content that was originally included in the game locked behind an expensive season pass that still doesn't add enough content to warrant the extent of the Star Wars universe. Bernd Dierner, I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, I did my best there, guys. The creative director on Battlefront 2 stated that we don't have a season pass. If Battlefront 2 takes the same path as Titanfall 2 with no premium game content and cosmetic items only sold for a premium, then this would for sure make a lot of Battlefront fans happy, as the season pass situation with the first game was a huge turn-off for anyone that wanted to play the game but didn't want to commit fully. Like, there's been times for me in which I've seen that there's been new maps released for the first Battlefront game, I've gone ahead and purchased them, played them for a few hours, got bored, and I haven't touched the game since. So if there was nothing locked behind DLC, then this wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't have to needlessly spend money just to get a few hours of entertainment out of it. Without a season pass, however, this may lead to more microtransactions, such as cosmetic items that can change the appearance of your character that are class specific. Like many other multiplayer first-person shooter developers, DICE and EA possibly see this as a better way to make additional money off of the game, as they are not forcing people to purchase this DLC to access further content in the game. It is completely optional, and if you want to play the game without buying any of these microtransactions, then you can. Although my point is that the lack of a season pass in the game can only be a good thing for people that are interested in Star Wars Battlefront, meaning that anyone can enjoy all three eras of the Star Wars universe without having to worry about being held back in terms of content due to restricting season pass. Something else that caught everyone's attention, and something that is the main selling point of the game, was the single player story mode that is being added into the game. This is something that everyone has wanted in a Battlefront game for as long as I can remember, and it makes me even more excited to be able to see the events that took place after the Death Star was destroyed from the perspective of the Empire. For once, we're not going to be playing as the good guys, which will add an interesting twist to the story, because we're going to be able to see why these people are so devoted to the Empire and why they think that working for the Empire is a good idea. Not only this, but the single player story is completely canon to the Star Wars universe, which is a first ever for a video game under the Star Wars name. I'm interested to see how they're going to integrate the protagonist into the story of Star Wars and how she is involved with the various different characters from the movies. Regardless, I'm just excited that we have a story mode that will represent Star Wars in a way we've never seen it before, through the eyes of a stormtrooper. Star Wars Battlefront 2 will also feature an expanded multiplayer with much more content, game modes, weapons, maps, vehicles, and iconic battles from the Star Wars universe, as the game is set across all three eras. The multiplayer will also be class-based again, which is so much better than the singular character that we got in the first game, and it feels much more authentic to the original Battlefront 2 from 2005. There will also be no more pickups for vehicles such as TIE Fighters and X-Wings. They will be in hangars when you spawn, so you can seamlessly fly from ground to air like in Battlefield. On top of this, there will be a more extensive range of heroes that we can use in the game that will actually turn the tide of the battle, instead of being underpowered like they were in the first game. I hope to see game modes like Heroes versus Villains back, in which it will be an all-out team deathmatch with era-specific heroes and villains like from the original Star Wars Battlefront 2, but just much better due to the improved mechanics of the game. Additionally, there will be space battles in iconic places of the Star Wars universe. You can also pilot ships such as the Millennium Falcon or Luke Skywalker's X-Wing in dogfights with up to 24 players. As you can see, there's so much more in terms of the things you can do in this game, especially when compared to the first one. It seems like DICE and EA really have taken everything on board and want to bring us the best Star Wars experience they can. Lastly, customization will make a comeback in this game, but it will be a lot more like the customization from the Battlefront II in 2005. We'll be able to tailor unique abilities for each hero, trooper and starfighter to gain the upper hand in battle. Apparently the progression is a diverse and powerful progression system, which hopefully means that it is a complete reimagined version of the customization and progression from the 2005 version of Star Wars Battlefront 2, because that game featured simple but effective customization, and after all, that's all a Star Wars game needs, as it's mostly about bringing our favourite galactic battles to life. Speaking of galactic battles, if we see a return of galactic conquest in this game on top of no season pass, fully canon single player story, expanded multiplayer and extensive customization, it will officially be the best Star Wars Battlefront game to date. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is just a summary of all the reasons why I think Star Wars Battlefront 2 coming out this year could be the best Battlefront game to date. Now, a lot of you guys did want me to make a video on Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I thought this was quite a good video to make, because I'm not necessarily going to do news on it, but I wanted to give my opinion on the current situation of the game and all the recent information that's been released. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe for more content in the future, and drop a comment in the comment section below telling me why you guys are excited for Star Wars Battlefront 2. I know I'm definitely excited about it, but the way EA and DICE handle the first game, I'm still slightly cautious, and I want to wait for some gameplay, and I might even wait for a few days after it's released to see what people say about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.